Hello everyone and welcome back to Trivia Fever with your host Priyadarshan. I'm here with not an IPL match but for the women's T20 challenge that is going on where the Trailblazers take on the Supernovas today. So it's going to be a very interesting match. Both the teams have played a match each and obviously we'll get to all the stats and the fixtures in a minute. But before that, it's time for some questions. So I'm going to start off with the questions for the Supernovas. So here we go. Question number one. On 28th June 2018, she became the first bowler for Bangladesh to take a 5-wicket haul in World T20s in the match against Ireland. Which cricketer are we talking about? Now, obviously, since I've told you that she is a Bangladeshi cricketer, so I think many of you would have cracked this answer. The bowler that we are looking for is Jahanara Alam. So Jahanara Alam is the Bangladeshi cricketer, and wow, 5 wickets in one match is not an easy task, but she did it oh so easily. So that brings us to our second question. So here we go. This cricketer started her career for Scotland and then moved on to play for New Zealand in a 2020 international against Australia in February 2016. She took 4 wickets for 7 runs from 3 overs. Amy Satterwhite is the only New Zealander to take better figures. Which cricketer are we talking about? So obviously this cricketer is so good that she has also played for 2 countries and 4 for 7 in 3 overs. Wow, isn't that a great record? So the bowler that we are talking about is Leigh Kasperek. So Leigh Kasperek, and that brings us to our 2 questions for the Trailblazers players. So here we go. Question number 1. Her father and brother have played cricket at the district level for Sangli. Her brother has also played in Maharashtra under 16. At the age of 9, this cricketer was selected in Maharashtra under 15 team. At the age of 11, she started playing in the under 19 team for her state. Which cricketer are we talking about? Now I'll give you a small hint. She's one of the big names in Indian women's cricket, and I think that hint is more than enough. Since we're talking about the Trailblazers and an Indian talent, the first name that would come to mind is the right answer. The answer that we are looking for is Smriti Mandhana. So that brings us to our last question for today. So here we go. On 15th May 2017, in an ODI versus Ireland, she set a world record opening partnership of 320 runs with Deepti Sharma, contributing 109. This beat both the standing women's record of 229 by Sarah Taylor and Caroline Atkins of England and the standing men's record in ODIs of 286 by Upul Taranga and Sanat Jayasuriya of Sri Lanka. So who is this cricketer was a part of such a great partnership that not only was it the best in women's cricket but also the best in men's cricket. The player that we are talking about is Poonam Raut. So that brings us to the end of the questions. Now if we have a look at the table, well, there are only 4 matches but still very intense, very interesting matches. The last match that we saw, wow, what a brilliant bowling performance, because they were able to get the other team all out for 47 runs and they won it also very convincingly with 49 runs just at the loss of 1 wicket. So as the table stands right now, the Trailblazers, who have played only a single match, they've won it, but they've won it by a great margin. So they are sitting at the top of the table and with a very good net run rate as well. On the second place is the Velocity team that has played 2 games, out of which they've won 1 and lost 1. So they are also at 2 points, whereas the Supernovas, who have played a match but they have lost that match, so they are at the third place in the table. So it is a must-win game for them if they want to make it to the finals. Otherwise, the finals will be the Trailblazers versus Velocity. So now again, this Supernovas team, it is very important for them to win the match. And yes, they have some quality players. They will be able to win it. So it's not going to be easy for them, but obviously given the fact that their previous match wasn't that good an outing, but no, that is not going to hold them back. And they are going to definitely, I feel they are going to win this match today. And it'll be very interesting to see what approach the Trailblazers take against the Supernovas, whether they're going to play with the same squad or not. Obviously, there are so many great players in the Trailblazers team. Smriti Mandana, the captain herself. They have Deepti Sharma, the all-rounder. Well, they have some players from overseas also, and that is really going to help them. Especially there is this one middle order batsman who is really a very good talent, and we are talking about Harleen Deol. If you actually see her timing of her shots and the choice and selection of her shots is very good. And obviously they have Poonam Raut, who I just asked the question about. So obviously she's going to be opening the innings. Whereas when you look at the Supernovas side, well, Harmanpreet Kaur, what a personality, what a player she is, and she being an all-rounder, she can really lead the way. Where they have Jeremiah Rodriguez, they have Chamari Atapattu all the way from Sri Lanka. They have Poonam Yadav, the bowler as well. So it's a good team, it's a very strong lineup, and it's not going to be easy for either of the teams to win it. Well, the Trailblazers, even if they lose this match, all they need to do is lose by a considerably less margin and they will still make it to the playoffs. So it's going to be more a match for the Supernovas to lose than the Trailblazers to win, because they have literally blazed this tournament with their first match and how they won it. So it's going to be the Supernovas really need to get their game faces on and come out with all the power that they have and play the best cricket that they can. So it'll be interesting to see. The match begins in some time. So all the best to all the fans out there, and trust me, these matches are not even 1% less entertaining than any world cricket that we get to watch. They are as fierce, they are as intense as anything. So again, a big all the best to all the players as well. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the second qualifier of the IPL, where the Delhi Capitals take on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. So it's going to be an interesting match. The Sunrisers Hyderabad disappointing a lot of teams on their way up, starting from KKR to now even RCB yesterday. And congratulations to them on their win. So I will see you tomorrow. Till then, please stay safe, take care, and it's time for some cricketing action.